TBR podcast number 2. Today we are going to be talking about the one, the only Ninja, who is, as of today, the 5th, making his return to streaming, going live on Twitch and pulling a crowd of about 100,000 people, showing that he can still bring in the crowds. Of course, these numbers are bound to be inflated because it's his first day back to streaming in general and after Mixer shut down. But it's interesting to see him making moves uh, right now. Obviously,
Yep.
the other large streamer we've seen from Mixer, Shroud, hasn't really gone live anywhere else. He's been doing some professional trolling on his Twitter and his YouTube page, making fake announcements and leading people to believe he's already signed a deal with people. But he hasn't gone live anywhere yet, so we don't know. Probably still in negotiations. Who knows? Um, but yeah, Ninja going live on Twitch after everything Twitch did to Ninja when he left. He's gone live on their website. What's your take on that?
Oh, what's a little love making here or there,
They're
I
love
mean,
making.
there's nothing better for the brand than that. All
Little
is
porno on your
forgiven.
page on your
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your
All is forgiven with a little sweet love making,
love
you know?
making. Yeah, yeah. So of
I mean,
course we're talking
I
about
think,
when Ninja left Twitch
yeah.
for Mixer. Um, Twitch essentially hijacked his channel and started promoting other channels on it because everybody was still going to Mixer's channel going, oh my god, is Shroud not online? Or oh my god, is it true Shroud left? They stripped him of his sub button. Um, and then they hosted other streams on his channel. And one of those streams that got hosted on his channel was broadcasting porn. Which that is an
Nothing
interesting take, right?
nothing better for the Ninja brand than some sweet old porn.
Yeah. So it's a little surprising that he decided to go back to Twitch after all the shenanigans that they pulled. And of course, we don't know if this is permanent. He might go to YouTube or Facebook, depending on who he signs with, or if he gets the ability to sign at all. But as of
Yeah.
what we know right now, he's streaming on Twitch. He streamed on Twitch for 2 hours, pulled a decent crowd.
Yeah. He's
So
fishing. He's fishing.
he's
He's fishing
fishing.
for a contract.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's looking around. He's showing that he still has the power to pull crowds, which by all means, 100,000 people. I don't get those kinds of
Yeah.
numbers. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I, I see 100,000 people if I drive around
yeah,
the city.
certainly. Um, yeah. So I mean, for me, if I was in his situation, which I mean, we, if I was in his situation, and I had the kind of money that Ninja had, I would have just gone to YouTube. Fuck Twitch, right? They go over here and they literally just shit on you when you leave, right? Which yeah, you're leaving um Twitch, but you were never obligated to be there in the first place. They had no expectation that they should have had no expectation that you were going to stay on Twitch forever, right?
They had never
Um,
given you anything to keep you there,
right,
period. I
right.
mean, it wasn't until after all that garbage happened, they were like, please stay, you
Stay,
know?
right,
Before when people would go, they'd be like, go, 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 go. Be on your way. We don't need you, you
right.
know?
But when large creators started dipping out, then all of a sudden they start caring. But
Get butthurt. They get butthurt when their big people
oh
leave.
yeah, yeah. But if I was in Ninja situation, I wouldn't go back to Twitch. I wouldn't.
No. No.
They could not throw enough money to get me to stream on their platform again. They just
The
couldn't.
moment you put the triple X on my brand is the moment I triple X'd you out of my options forever.
Right. Yeah. Like, take away my sub button. Yeah, whatever. Host
Yeah.
other people's channels on my stream.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Not really what I would like. I'd like to have control over my own channel. But when you do that and you're not even moderating it, and
Yeah.
something like that, like that channel should not have had automated hosting on. Like when you're thinking about Ninja, who at the time was the largest creator on Twitch, the fact that Twitch didn't have the presence of mind to put one person, you only had one job. One job. You could have put one person on that Twitch channel 24 hours a day. It would have been a drop in the bucket for your
Yeah.
Amazon money. But instead, you decided to be
Yeah.
lazy and fucking automate it and get porn put up on another dude's stream, which is just
Yeah.
blows my mind, right?
Well, this
And
comes back to the lack of management and upper management and like any clear thinking processes. Period. Like we talked about last episode. And, we could keep going on that freaking cycle every freaking episode that we did
oh yeah,
this.
yeah, man, definitely. I mean, we could
Yeah.
just go in on Twitch because they just leave
And,
themselves open in so
and
many
the
ways.
sad part is it's common sense stuff that they're missing.
Right.
That's the thing that blows my mind.
Yep. So it's just interesting to see them be in that situation, and for
Yeah.
Ninja to actually see if Ninja is actually seriously considering going back to them, that is, whew, that's a hot take from me, bud. Because you wouldn't think it, you know. I would never
I'm
thought.
ready. I mean, I'm looking for the porn memes the first time he comes back and actually full time.
Right. Yeah, somebody
You
make a meme
know?
out of that.
Oh, dude, without a doubt, if he comes back, there's gonna be the porn memes. That's who's not going to? Come
Hit
on.
Ninja Before Dark and Ninja After Dark.
Yes, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's too good not to pass up for the meme society. I mean, he's walking into a literal meme fest if he comes back
Right.
to Twitch.
Right.
Because not to mention the fact that they screwed him, right? But he did talk a lot of trash once he got over on the other side. Mind you, they pissed him off because of the porn thing. But
Right.
he still talked a lot of trash.
He did.
So now he's going to have to walk that trash right back into there, you know? So.
Yeah, and the talking about Ninja and trash talking. Ninja's
Oh, dude.
also in a bit of a controversy here because of him, another team member on the Valorant Pro team that they're on, T1 Sony.
T1.
Yep,
Yeah.
for Team T1.
Yeah.
Getting Sony booted off the team after they had a bit of an argument with each other. And I'll go
Actually,
ahead.
just a disagreement over it too.
Right. And I'll
You
go
know?
ahead and I'll throw up the clip here. Um but it is interesting to see that the management at T1 selected Ninja
Yeah.
over Sony. Right? I think they're both perfectly good, capable players, but while I don't
Yeah.
really know Sony as much as everybody knows Ninja, we've seen Ninja go off on people all the time. He backseat games people hard.
Yeah,
And whenever
that
he's
ninja that
doing
I
it,
saw was old ninja. That was old ninja.
right.
That was old toxic ninja.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
you know, I can't help but feel bad for Sony because here's Sony, he's fresh on the team, they're scrimming for the first couple of times, and the Ninja's just constantly shitting on him, right? During
Yep.
that game. Just absolutely picking him out and just shitting on him for no fucking real reason when you take a look at it. And I mean, at the end of the day, it was scrims. he shouldn't have really have been all over him like he was. I mean, there's always room
Right.
for criticisms and advice giving and um, getting people to a better state of play. But Ninja was just backseat gaming and shitting on him for no reason in a non-constructive way. And Sony, the way that Sony comes back as at it is he said he was thinking they were shit talking, like they were just doing banter on comms, which is the way that he
Yeah.
says he perceived it. Apparently, Ninja wasn't quite as thick-skinned and took some of the comments to heart.
He is
Um,
not thick skinned by
no,
any
no.
means.
Which
Ever.
which
Ever.
is the thing that gets me is that when you watch the
Because he
clip,
talks so much shit.
right? When you watch the clip, Ninja was definitely the instigator there. Like Ninja was over
Yes.
here, like Sony was
100%.
playing, right?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. It was Ninja that was instigating. And Sony came back. And that's the thing. Ninja's always been this way. The only person that I've been able to see that gets away with putting Ninja in his place was Dr. freaking Lupo.
yeah,
When they were playing Fortnite
yeah.
together,
Because they
and
went
Doc
at each
basically
other
told
a
him,
couple of times too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Doc's been the only one that's been able to go at Ninja, put him in his place, and still been considered to play with him afterwards as well. That
right.
I've seen on a consistent basis.
The
But
Dr. Lupo, not Dr. Disrespect.
Lupo's got, yeah, that too, yeah. Freaking yeah, but Lupo's got the patience of a goddamn freaking mountain.
Right.
So when you reach the end of that, and that mountain explodes, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
I watched some of the clips and I shrank in my seat just listening to the way he talked to fucking Tyler.
Right.
So, yeah. But I mean, and even here's the thing that I don't get to is I'm looking at this, and basically what Ninja did at the end of it was he made it about him versus Sony. He went
Right.
super, in my opinion, super selfish and was like, all right, cool. Here's what it is, guys. It's either me or him. Pick now.
Right.
You know, it doesn't get any more selfish than that. I mean, that is the ultimate trash that you could do right there.
Right.
Is to be that kind of person,
Right.
especially where you're at in the level of a streamer that you are. You've got to be, and I normally don't say people need to be held to standards like that, but in Ninja's case, he is representing a whole hell of a lot more than just a freaking online team. You know?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's influencing how younger people will treat other people that they play with online. You got to look at that, man.
Right, because he's an idol to a lot of younger people who want to look into becoming streamers and such. Yeah, definitely to look at.
I hope for the fact that Sony gets an opportunity to get on the team and come back and spank that booty.
Oh yeah.
And put him
yeah.
in his place.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
would
the
love
hope.
for that.
Yeah.
Because in the clip that we watched, if I'm correct, Ninja's dead. Sony's alive.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
And Ninja's
So
watching
right
his blood.
there, exactly right there, it's like, bro, shut up.
Right.
You're dead. Like,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
that goes back to the sorry, on the players and how other people treat each other. Now, somebody's gonna look at the way Ninja treated somebody, right? Some younger kid's gonna have his own team that he's trying to build. He's
Right.
gonna look at that. He's gonna one incident where he thinks that this guy's playing trash. Now he's gonna go off. He's gonna try and run him off the freaking team. Versus instead of coming to an agreement, figuring out what we need to do to be a better team. You
right.
know?
And working
So-
together to meet that end. Yeah. I mean, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Exactly, dude.
it's disheartening to see that instead of Ninja, who obviously is not bad at video games, he's had years and years of experience. Going forward and offering helpful criticism, for him to just shit talk instead and cause an issue and cause a personality problem, and then and from what you see, what you look is like Sony by his own admission says he's not perfect, and by his own admission says he's been toxic in the past, but when you look at Sony looks like he's perfectly willing to work out the situation with Ninja. Like if Ninja wanted to come to have a conversation with him, he'd be willing to have that conversation and come to an agreement. But Ninja just blocked him on everything and then demanded he be removed from the team. So it's a little interesting. I mean, Valorant on its own is an interesting game, right? It's
Yeah.
Riot's new first person shooter. It's the first time for them being in a first person shooter competitive environment. They're trying to go up against the likes of CS:GO and other first person shooters in the field with kind of like hero shooter abilities like Overwatch. It's an interesting game to be sure. Um, and we'll see how long it lasts because I don't know
Right.
exactly what their long-term perspective is going to look like. Um, I have some pretty changing the subject off of Ninja to more look at Valorant. I have personally some qualms with Valorant, and
Yeah.
I guess the main one is
Yeah.
probably their monetization process. Um, I'm a big fan of League of Legends. I like League of Legends. I like the game a lot. I don't play it nearly as much as I used to, but I've spent thousands of dollars on skins to play the game with
Yes.
whatever champion
Yeah.
I was playing, and I had no problem with it, right? Because the skins felt like you were getting your money's
It was
worth,
more than
right?
just the skin. You were getting a personality to go with whatever character you were playing.
Right, right. So like, let's take their more expensive skins for the process. Like their $25 skins, their ultimate skins, which would be like you would have um, custom animations and custom voice lines and new particle effects, and the entire skin was redone. It'd be a high quality version of it, right? Like
Yeah.
Lux skin has like 12 different Lux Elementalist Lux has like 12 different skins built into the Elementalist Lux skin. So
Yep.
it's you're definitely getting your money's worth when you're buying these $25-$30 skins. And looking at the monetization process for Valorant, I have a problem with it for two reasons. One, when you're looking at the prices for the guns versus the packs that you buy, it seems like the guns and the gun packages are intentionally priced um in between the uh, Valorant coins or tokens or whatever their in-game currency
Yeah.
is.
So right now, the
Price
Prism
package.
Collection, the Prism Collection, the Ghost pistol would be 1,275.
Mhm.
So, which if you open that up and you look at the pricing, that puts you between buying the $12 or the $22 in order to purchase just that gun skin. Now, if you go and buy the whole Prism collection,
Mhm.
it's 6,375, which puts you in between the $50
Right.
and the $100 in order for you to be able to purchase that. Now, obviously, you can buy the $50 one and then go and buy the $10 one, so you're still spending $60.
Right.
So basically, the skins for the entire packages, you're running anywhere between $50 and $100 is where you're going to run, regardless of what you're doing. If you want to get the entire set, that's what you're running. And going off of what you said versus League of Legends, where you have the down view, you see the entire version of the character, all the particle effects or anything. You're in Valorant, you're running with a gun that is half off your freaking screen half the time,
Right.
and all you see is part of the effects on one side, unless you do a stupid emote where you can turn and look and inspect the gun, which who the hell is going to do that in the middle of a freaking match?
Right.
So it's for me, it's utterly pointless. You're paying $100 for half a freaking gun skin.
Right.
You
And
know?
it's not like and I wouldn't even really. So when I think of like a skin, I think of like when you're looking at League of Legends. We'll take that as an example, as it's another Riot property. When you're taking a look at
Right.
League of Legends skin, it dramatically changes the appearance of the character you're playing, right? Like obviously perceptively changes at different colorations, different weapons, different clothes, different animations, different particle effects depending on the level of skin that you buy. They all
Yeah.
have different appearances that are drastically different from the original ones. All these skins are just different colorations, except for the dragon bundle. But all these colorations, they're just literally different colors of the same gun, right? It's not
Yes.
a new model.
Yes.
It's not
No.
a different weapon. It's not like you're choosing between um, a Sega 12 or an AA 12, right? For shotguns, or you're going up against like your uh like SV-98 sniper rifle or a FAL, right? They're not
Right.
different weapons. They're just reskins of the weapon you already have, and maybe they have
That's
slightly
that's
different
all.
attachments, but at the end of the day, it's the same fucking weapon, just in blue or in purple
There's
or
minor.
in
I'm looking
red.
at it right now. I'm scrolling through everything except for the dragon skins is what I don't have on here. And
Hmm.
you're right. It's minor modifications, added glamour here, added glamour there. Nothing significant.
Right.
And the dragon one is what gets me. The dragon one's the most expensive one.
Hmm.
And to me, okay, so the dragon like looks at you and bites back at you and stuff, and all that jazz. But to me, it's absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
You know, at the
I
end of the
mean,
day, for me,
don't get me wrong, it looks dope, but it's
right.
$100 for the skins plus the X amount for all the animations that you add on top of that. It's exceedingly expensive to get the entire pack.
You get your money's worth in a League of Legends skin. You
Right.
do not and will never ever get your money's worth
Right.
out of any of these skins that you buy. And that's the
Right.
whole thing. Like, I don't play Valorant for that reason. I will never play Valorant for that reason because the skin monetization is the way they're going about it. If they'd gone about it like they did with League of Legends, I might have given it a shot. I
Right.
will never come within 5 feet of this freaking game and the install button on my computer because of that fact. I will
Right.
not sport
You just
like
imagine
this is blatant trolling of freaking skin pricing.
I don't think it's trolling. I think
You
it's
know?
predatory. I think it's predatory.
What? No, yeah.
I
I
really think
apologize.
it's
I meant predatory. You're absolutely right.
yeah,
Are
I
you
think I
absolutely
think
right?
it's I think it's predatory marketing, right? Yeah, I mean, imagine spending $20 on a single skin. On a
Yeah.
single skin for a single gun. Now, if this was and it like once again, if this was League of Legends and you played with one gun the entire game, if I chose sniper rifle and I had sniper rifle the entire game, that'd be a little different. But you have like four or
Your
five.
scenario changes per
Right.
match.
You have like 3 or 4 weapons, right? You have your
Yeah.
pistol. You can have an AR, your melee weapon, so that's three. And you might
Well,
use different weapons throughout the game. You might use, the AK-47 the first round. You might
exactly.
use the
Well, hell,
SMG the
you don't
next.
even get to buy. That's the whole thing, though, bro. You don't even get to use some of the top tier guns on the first round because you start out with freaking pistols.
Right.
So you're paying for skins that if your team sucks, you might not even get to pick your gun until round 3.
Right.
You know?
It's
I mean, holy hell.
yeah, it's an interesting situation to be in for sure. I don't
Yeah.
like many other people, like we obviously everybody's fucking taking a smack at this conversation, right? Angry Joe took a smack at it. He doesn't like it. He thinks it's shit, and I'm inclined to agree. They
I
had
absolutely agree with him.
something that they really could have run with if they monetized it correctly and they monetized it fairly. But between the concerns with fucking them implementing that
With the anti
in the
cheat
anti-cheat
software?
software,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
That was a
still
whole nother reason that
yeah, that's a
thing never touched
whole
my
nother reason,
computer.
right? That's a whole
Yeah.
nother reason there, um, and they're
Yeah.
they're just egregious pricing of their
Yeah.
their skins here. It's just
They're literally putting out there to me and they're going, come at me, bro. Come on. Get
right,
mad. I don't care. There's a bunch of, and I'm sorry if you're one of these idiots out there that's going to pay the money for these fucking skins.
right,
So,
yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like
I've never, in any first person shooter, I've never specifically bought any skins. I will pay for a battle pass and work my way up to unlock certain skins,
Right.
I'm good with that.
Right.
I get my money out of a freaking battle pass.
Like something like
Most of the time.
Apex Legends did.
Apex Legends, Call of Duty, and I never bought PUBGs, but I would say PUBGs at this point is done pretty good about giving you opportunities to unlock good skins. But
Right.
like, good freaking lord, man!
But I think
Even Doc and Shroud skins were not this expensive in PUBG, and that is when PUBG was the only thing on the market. They could have made those things $100
yeah,
and sold thousands
them,
of them.
Yeah, they could have priced them any way they wanted to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
And those skins actually had some flavor to them versus this trash.
yeah, it's it's difficult to.
Sorry, I get pretty heated on this.
Oh yeah, certainly.
This
like
pisses me off.
Yeah, it is. It is disconcerting to see somebody like Riot take an approach like this, right? Because they've done well in the past, and we know that they know how to monetize the game. League of Legends has been expertly monetized for years. People have had problems with some of the things that they put in, but by and large, they are one of the best people for monetizing a free-to-play game because they don't really have loot boxes. I mean, yeah, they have the chests, but you earn chests at a good rate without having to buy any extra ones, right?
Correct.
And they come out with skins, but the skins aren't in chests. They are purchased directly. You look at it and you buy it and it's yours, except for a few select
I buy their battle pass now and unlock skins via that way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
On League of Legends. So, and like we've talked about, this year I've unlocked more skins than any other year previously because I'm utilizing the battle pass and saving up my tokens in order to unlock skins.
Yep.
So, another way of doing it. Valorant gives you no opportunity to do that. Period.
Yeah.
Buy it or suck it. You know, it's one or the other. Yep. You know, but here's the thing, what you were saying about that. Riot and League of Legends, to me, is over like this, right? In this little stage here, right?
Right.
Now, the way I look at it is, and this is a conversation for another day, but I'm just going to bring it up now, is Riot, Tencent, Valorant is over here. Mm-hmm. And I think you're seeing the monster that is with that extra name added in versus what League of Legends originally started out is, where you can't touch, you know, the T word is smart enough to come in and realize they can't touch that and do that kind of monetization like they can over here.
Right.
Because if they do, they're going to lose everything that is for. And that's their big boy, you know? So that's kind of way to look at it. But that's a whole conversation for another day because that's a whole heap of wondrous garbage right there that we can discuss. So
we'll see if we
but that's kind of my feelings on that.
Right. And we'll see if we discuss the T word in a later conversation.
Yes, definitely.
But as of right now, yeah, I definitely agree. It's they're testing the waters with a new product. They don't want to touch League of Legends because League of Legends is an established name, and they know that it's going to continue to rake in loads of cash as long as Riot keeps developing new. Right.
Yeah.
As long as Riot keeps developing new champions. Yeah. So we'll see how they continue to behave moving forward. And gosh, we just have to make sure we keep an eye on it. We don't allow them to get away with predatory monetization.
You gotta call them. You gotta call them.
Yeah, right. If they would have put the prices at a reasonable rate, or just allowed you to purchase the amount of fucking Valorant tokens that you need to buy the damn skin instead of making me spend $100 fucking and then having 1,000 fucking extra Valorant tokens, points, whatever, laying around collecting dust. Oh God, it's so fucking frustrating. That's
it's not even that. You have 4,000 points left over after you get done buying that set.
Right.
So you already see where they're going with that. Oh, well, I can go buy this and go buy that. And next thing you know, your $100 is all freaking gone. Right. You know?
And you're dumping another 100 because, this next skin, blah, 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 blah. Right. Yeah. Or you're dumping another 30. You're dumping another 40. Right? Because the next skin is you don't have enough left over from your last $100 purchase. to get the next $100 purchase. It's an interesting situation
Yeah.
to be in. I don't agree with the monetization of Valorant, and that's why I won't touch it. And I'm sure there are other people who agree with us. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
All right. Well, that was our talking points for today. Um, this video will be up on Thursday. Feel free to subscribe, and if you have any questions, any topics that you want us to cover, you want us to look over and see what our opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll look over them. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to hit that like button.
Like button, subscribe button down below. Woo! TBR podcast out.
Because you start out with freaking pistols! Pistols! Freaking pistols! Because you start out with pistols!